Good evening and welcome to the 2021 Oklahoma Heights Athletic Department parent meeting. We are doing this social distancing as we are tape recording this in June and following the guidelines. We're not sure where we'll be in August. Hopefully, we'll be able to do some in-person things, but this tape recording will take care of our annual parent meeting. A few slides to go through. And then at the end, coaches will contact you in the fall after tryouts to set up individual meetings. Hopefully those will be in person. If they're not in person, they will definitely be via Google Meet or Zoom. However, those coaches are currently communicating with you about summer activity. Today is June 15th. We are beginning summer activity today. Our coaches and student athletes are very excited about getting back to work, preparing for the upcoming fall season. And we hope that we're going to have a great fall season. So again, I appreciate everybody taking the time to review this, and looking forward to seeing you real soon. First thing, our schedules are available online at our website, wbrc.k12.mi.us. You can also find those on the MHSA page. Both of those websites, you'll be able to sign up, the athletic page on the school page with big teams. You'll be able to sign up to get alerts for your team that your son or daughter may be on. Same thing with the MHSA. You'll be able to pick the teams that you would like to follow. You can sign up and report scores when we're at away games. We're always looking for parents to help us with that activity. Sometimes at the away games, since I'm not at them, we are not able to get those scores and get them in on time. So if parents want to help with that, that'd be greatly appreciated. We have Twitter and we have Facebook as always. Updates will always be put on there. And we'll look forward to keeping those up to date for you. Athletic Communication Remind is the app that we use when it comes to athletic cancellations besides Facebook. And on our webpage, you'll be able to get the information that you need to sign up to receive those alerts. If you already signed up, you don't need to sign up again. You're already in the system and you will receive those alerts as you always have. If you haven't signed up yet, then you'll need to sign up so you can get those alerts. As I have said before, schedules are subject to change, especially this year, depending on weather, depending on where we are social distancing and in regards to the pandemic and what things we're allowed to do. Also, that may include transportation if we have enough transportation, as we're short on bus drivers. So anybody that's willing to want to become a bus driver, Jason Hall's always looking for bus drivers. So those are the things that may change it, or official shortage. That may change that as well, as we're always looking for officials. And throughout the state of Michigan, we're struggling to find officials currently right now. If you want to sign up for that as well, you can do that. I can get you free registration with the MHSA if you want to do that for a new official to sign up with the MHSA. Must-haves before we begin sports. We got to sign up on FamilyID.com. This year, MHSA is not requiring a sports physical if you got one last year. All right, if you got one last year, you're all set. That should carry over in Family ID when you sign up and be right there for us to see. If you have not had a physical before, you will have to get a new physical. I advise you to start that process now, as I know it's a very lengthy process to get in the doctor's office to get those taken care of. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we haven't been able to do our free physical night as we have in the past, and hopefully we'll be able to re-engage that in the future, but currently we're not able to do that. Second, we have to pay our participation fees. Those are available to pay online now through Family ID when you register. You can use a credit card. It's $50 per sport with a cap of $100. Or you can bring a cash or check to the athletic office and we can get you taken care of that way. Or you can sign up to work games, take tickets for us at our athletic contest. We'll keep track of how many games you work and take that off what you would owe for pay to participate fees. We're always looking for great parents to help us out with that. As we move forward in this new social distancing times, we may be looking at going to online ticketing. Still will need somebody there, but an option to scan things and move through the process quickly. More information on that to come. Parents and athletes will have to review the athletic code. There's not a lot that's changed in there this year. We'll review that here in this slideshow. But it's always good to update yourself so that you're caught up as to where things are. So if you review that, all this you will sign off on Family ID, electronic click, and you'll be good to go. We keep everything now on Family ID. It's an electronic system. Coaches will be able to take attendance there as well when they're at practice. So it's a real slick system. We're moving into some great times here in the athletic department with our new technology, and we're going to continue to increase those as we move forward. So hopefully you find it very helpful. If not, call Family ID. They're willing to help you through anything. They're available there. There's a phone number right there on the website. And so when you go to familyid.com, look for Ogama Heights, you'll find the 2021 registration page, and you can sign up there. Social distancing. As we begin today, we are beginning our summer activities, and our coaches are prepared for social distancing. They will be wiping down equipment. They will be cleaning balls. Student athletes are going to have to learn the new norms. We're not going to be in groups. We're going to have to stay 6 feet away from each other. We're not going to be able to spit sunflower seeds, as that could pass the virus if anybody was to have it. If anybody does have it, there's going to be 5 questions they'll answer. If they answer no to or yes to any of those questions, they will have to sit out practice and go home, and will have to be quarantined. And at that point, we'll have to let the health department know, and they'll begin their checks of contact tracing, as you may have heard in the news. So we're going to ask each student athlete 5 questions when they come to practice. The coaches have a sheet they have to fill out. They're going to ask what their temperature was at home. Temperatures will be taken at home. We're not going to take temperatures at school currently. When we get into contest, we may do that, but at this time, we're not. We're going to do that at home. They'll also bring their own water bottle. We'll have water jugs for them to fill up, but they will have to bring their own water bottles. They're going to have to come to practice dressed and ready to go. And as soon as they get done with practice, they should go home and shower and clean their clothes. Our locker rooms will not be available to at least August. So student athletes have to come prepared. So if we can help them out with these new social norms, it's only to benefit all of us, to protect all of us. It would be greatly appreciated, and your help would be fantastic. Here's the form that they have to fill out, the 5 questions that I talked about, and then also their temperature. So coaches will fill this out, turn this in daily to me. It'll be kept confidential, and the only time it will be used if the health department needs it. So new in the athletic code, the biggest thing that's new is if you failed 2 classes in the previous semester, to be eligible in this fall, if you failed in the spring, you have to either do summer school to get that grade up, or you could become eligible on the 60th day in the fall, 60th day of school. And if I check your grades around that 60th day, whatever the next grade check is, and you're passing your classes, you could be eligible to return to athletics then if you did not do summer school. However, I encourage you to do summer school to get those grades up, as we are student athletes first, and we need to get those taken care of. So if you're on that failure list, let's get those classes taken care of. This is the big change from the MHSA. I think it's going to benefit students who normally would have missed a whole semester. Now may be eligible on that 60th day of activity. New is a fan behavior guideline here. Just what we encourage our folks to do, fans, how to be great guests, or great hosts to our guests, to our visitors, respecting officials, respecting coaches, respecting athletes, respecting each other fans. If we can do those things, it's going to go a long ways. We don't want anybody being negative, saying inappropriate things, yelling at the refs. Otherwise, we're going to continue to struggle to find officials. We already continue to struggle to find officials. If we can limit some of that activity, it's really going to help us out, and I won't have to cancel the games because we can't find officials. Also, there is a 3-step violation process in there for you to read through what that may look like if you were to be one to be asked to leave a contest. Hopefully that does not happen, but if it does, that would be the process we would follow. Sportsmanship, I just talked about it, but again, if we can also keep our comments positive on individual athletic pages, as everybody has their own athletic page. The athletic department has their own athletic page, which we'll update. And if you can keep your comments positive, it'd be greatly appreciated. If those comments aren't positive, we'll have to delete those comments. All right. But please keep them positive. If you have an issue, start at the source, go to the head coach, follow the chain of command. If it's a sub-varsity coach, start there. If it's a varsity coach, and then it would come to me. And then after me, it would go to the principal and then the superintendent. But hopefully we'll be able to handle it right here in our office and not have to take it any farther. Concussions and injuries, not much has changed there. Still the same procedure for concussions. MDDO, nurse practitioner, or a PA has to sign off immediately when they see them in the office, clearing them that they can return to practice. Then when they return to practice, they'll be following the concussion protocol that we have in place with Al Withers to get them back into athletic competition. So, unconditionally, they have to have that done. They will not be able to return the same day, and we have to get a note saying that they're cleared. Also, that's for any injury where they miss time. They will have to have a note. If a doctor says they can't practice, they will have to have a note in order to participate in practice or games. Okay? So we're going to have to get notes for those, as always. That's not a big change, but we need to continue to follow that. Rehab services are available. Pinnacle Rehab is our athletic trainer. That's who we're contracted with. West Branch Chiropractic Center is here on Thursdays in order to crack backs and adjust people. If you would like that done, there is some paperwork that needs to be filled out with them. And then right brace and limb for your bracing needs. They're there to take care of you. And then there's numerous other rehab services in the area. I encourage you to explore those if you would like. Those are available here on your screen. Those change from time to time. There may be new ones that come in, and I apologize if I missed anybody, but I think I've tried to make this a comprehensive list. But again, please go ahead and check those out for your rehabilitation services. The change from the from the MHSA last year that's still in place. The official's jurisdiction is from the moment they get on campus to the moment they leave. So we will have no free shots at officials. Even if the game's over, the coach or the player says something to official or a fan, they will be asked to be thrown out or asked to leave. I guess I should say it's a better way to say it, asked to leave. That is from the MHSA. As we move forward again, that's no different than what we had last year in place. So if we're good sports, we won't have that issue. Amateur status, that's a big one that has changed. The only thing that really has changed in there is that it's $40 now for gifts, where previously it was $25. So it's $40 now. If you get anything over $40, you would void your amateur status. One of the other things that I want to remind everybody is that freshmen cannot dual sport. You have to establish a GPA here before you're eligible to dual sport. So that is for sophomores, juniors, and seniors, for the athletes that can handle two sports and academics at the same time. So in recap, we need to sign up on Family ID, get our pay to participate paid, make sure we have our health questionnaire filled out. If we have not got a physical, we need to get a physical. If a parent is thinking about driving other student athletes to contests, if we do have to do parent drive, fill an I-chat out. A new one has to be filled out every year after June 1st. So if you could make sure that you get that done in a timely manner, we would appreciate that. Follow the chain of command as I had talked about if there's an issue. Again, go to the source, start there, work your way up. Again, follow the 24-hour rule. Don't say anything to a coach after a game or on his way to a car. Give him that 24 hours. You take the 24 hours to cool down and then have that conversation where the conversation will be much better then versus right after a game or getting on the bus or getting off the bus. So if you could do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. If there's issues, call my office. I'll be willing to talk with you, walk you through it, and we'll do the best we can to guide you and come up with a solution that works for everybody. The athletic office is open 9 to ? That means when the last event is usually over. This upcoming fall, it'll currently just be myself in the athletic office, as we will not be filling the athletic secretary position. Joanna took an opportunity to open her own business, and she's doing a fantastic job with that. She did a fantastic job with us. We will miss her. But again, we're going to move forward, and I will be here to help you in any way I possibly can. So if we can complete those things, that would be greatly appreciated. I know our coaches are excited. I know our student athletes are excited to move forward. Again, after tryouts, coaches will be in contact for individual meetings. Whether those will be in person or whether they'll be social distancing, we'll find out in August as we move closer to fall sports. Hopefully, we'll be having fall sports back. I'm looking forward to it. Our athletes and students are looking forward to it. Our coaches have been working hard to get ready, and we're looking forward to seeing you on the playing field or the court, or by the concession stand, wherever we're going to see you. We're looking forward to it, and we're glad to have you part of our family. And as always, go Falcons.